Well, guess what? Those 18 months are up. And how is that stimulus working out? To post to Frank Luntz on what voters are telling him. Good to see you, Frank. What do you make of it?
They're pretty angry. You look at they say you just spent almost $1 trillion. How have I benefited from it? We asked the public a question. Did you personally benefit from the bailout? 4% said yes. Did the country benefit from the bailout? Only 17% said yes. We asked the same question about the stimulus. 20% said they benefited from it. 33% said the country did. These are horrific numbers for the White House. People don't see that any money got to them. They see that Wall Street benefited. They don't see that they benefited at all. 4% for the bailout, 17% for the stimulus.
You know, I know you just take what people are telling you and add it up and all, and I'm always wondering the way it's defended in Washington, all this spending and bailouts, even dating back to the Bush administration with the bank bailout. Things would have been horrific if we didn't do what we did. When it comes to stimulus 18 months in, man, oh man, you think things are kind of iffy now. They would have been nuclear horrific if we didn't.
And the response by the American people is that we have a $1.4 trillion deficit. Our debt is now into double figures, trillions of dollars.
So all of a sudden that resonates. You and I have always talked all these years about deficits and debt. Have been with us for a while. But when it went on steroids or it got out of control, then it hit a nerve, didn't it?
Who's going to pay for it? That's the question that they keep asking. I know I'm going to have to pay for it. My kids are going to have to pay for it. We all are going to have to pay for it. So let's hope that we got something out of it. We got no benefit now. People, and you're talking about Freddie and Fannie, all these people who took out mortgages that they had no business taking, then get bailed out by the federal government. What about those who've been paying their mortgage every month, who had to sacrifice to do it? Who bails them out? We now feel like this tax is so heavy on our shoulders. And so that anger that I've talked to you about for the last 6 months has even gone beyond it. It's now reached the point where there's a segment of Americans that are almost ready just to give up. That's how bad it's gotten.
I think, giving them the benefit of the doubt in Washington, Frank, here's my latest crackpot theory. I think they know Americans are beyond ticked off. But they might have some data, for example, on Freddie and Fannie, that is so scary they don't want to share it with we mere mortals. Certainly not with me. Maybe with you, because I actually like you. But it's so bad if they shared and people saw it, it would just scare them to holy hell. So they don't. But they know that trust us on this one.
But the American people don't trust. It's one of the
And
reasons.
that's the bottom line, right?
Congress has an 11% level of trust according to Gallup, the lowest that Gallup has ever measured.
Republicans don't have that much more trust.
Absolutely not. They blame the Republicans and the Democrats in Washington.
So who benefits from this?
Well, the American people don't, because their taxes go up at the end of the year, as you noted, and the deficit and the debts. The politicians don't benefit because a lot of them are going to be thrown out of office. Barack Obama, instead of talking about jobs, what's he talking about a mosque when the public says, we need jobs, we can't afford the taxes, stop wasteful spending, and he gets into these other issues. That's why everyone is so angry. The only person who's not angry in America is you, Neil.
Well, I just hold my anger back.
And you do a good job
I'm
at
a pragmatic guy. That's what I am. But I am really annoyed. No, I'm sorry. By the way, why are these folks shouting?